If you're new, please do smash that like button, share, and definitely subscribe. Just doing a fast one. Obviously, we said that we're not going to be using this software, but because I was on my phone and I was sharing some things to the rest of the platforms. So definitely go and follow me on TikTok and also Twitter and Instagram. We have posted some very good shorts, some potential reggae boys that we were talking about. They have had some big moments, so we wanted to discuss those and give you some other information for the Jamaica Reggae Boyz Abroad series because we had a few extras. Yes, we had a few extras that we want to talk about. So it's definitely a short one. All right. So hopefully you guys are hearing me well. And also I think I can, this is a feature that I can actually try and share it so people can come on, all right? Just individuals that's watching the games can come on the live chat, all right? So how would I post something in the live chat? Trying to figure it out, people. All right. Anyways, let me start with Omari Hutchinson came on and bang a winner. I'm going to try my best to talk about it, give the statistics and everything. Then we have our boy Mothersille continues to do good things, and then we saw Mr. Reggae playing in midfield. So is it the way for Jamaica? Against United States, all of that we are going to be trying to talk about. So let me know, guys, what say you? The goals are in the discard, so you can go and see them to catch up with it, and then come and have that conversation. So, anyways, let me go straight into it because we had a few reggae boys played. So Ipswich defeated Rotherham 4-3, a thriller, to be honest, in the end. All right, definitely it shouldn't have come down to that, but as you know, Ipswich they missed a lot of shots in these games. All right, Ipswich had 6 big chances and missed 3 out of it. All right, and 3 was missed by Rotherham, and they had 3 goals in total. Ipswich had 11 shots to 13, and 7 of them on target. As you saw here, our boy came on after a rapid amount of subs because it was 3-2 at the time. They were actually leading, but obviously they wanted to continue the same pressure. Omari Hutchinson kept showing that type of style that he's deadly when he came on. That's what we talk about all along. So it proves that what we are saying is factual. All right. So he came on to see if he could lead the line, and he did a very good job in the minutes that he played. So I wanted to give it to you. So give me a little chance so I can make you get it right here. 18 minutes on the field, a goal, 10 touches. Out of his 10 touches, 4 or 5 of the passes completed, which is about 80%. One shot on target, that was the only one that scored for him. And in his duels, he had 5 duels in that little time. In that little time, he had 5 duels and he made it count. All right, 2 of those 5 worked on the day. Aerial duel, he tried one, never successful on it, and he lost possession 2 times, was fouled and committed 1 foul. And on the defensive end, he had 1 interception, 1 tackle, and 1 dribble pass. So amazing for the Reggae Boys, the young Reggae Boys. They are really pushing it from the other day. Both him and Mothersille, both Chelsea X-Men, the X-Men, the normal ones. They are doing some good businesses. Guys, smash the like button, share, and subscribe. All right, we are giving you our next one. So big up gigs. People, as you come in, try to find a way to find the like button. That's all I truly want you to do. And get the likes up just like the next one. And we can send this live all over the place. All right, we have 8 likes on the video. So just keep on getting the likes up because of the big bad normal ones them mash up the place. So we have to give it. BM says, JD, are you showing the U20 qualifiers this weekend? Yes, I am going to do so. Don't worry yourself. Let me just focus on the dudes them, yeah? Yes. JD, you have been telling them about Omari Hutchinson that he's the best under 21 player, but that's not hard for people to find out. Jump Up says real impact for Ipswich, and Siobhan, big up yourself, Siobhan. Thanks for the continuous support. And Alex in the building said, honestly, wouldn't mind Hutchinson play the Nations League, but I told you that, guys. I told you that I think I honestly believe that Hutchinson is as good as any one of Jamaican midfielders, wingers and attacking midfielders. He's as good as any one of them. So it's not I am not talking about the under 21s. I'm talking about everybody that's playing for Jamaica. Period. Every damn one of them. I told you that, and people keep telling me all sorts of foolishness. But as you know, I make the work do the talking because we watch the football and we analyze the football, and it's proven that this youth is definitely showcasing that he's a talent to be watched and really respected. All right, the man is trending on Twitter now, trending on Twitter because he's pretty much earning a club 150 million based on the goals them that he came on and keeps scoring. Over the last, let me give you over the last over the last 3 games, over the last 4 games, he has 2 goals and 2 assists. So every single one of the games them, he had a goal contribution in it, and every single one of them, it's a decider to points. let that let that sink in. 4 games, and all 4 of them decided to points. All 4 of them decided to points. Got to call you out on this one. But since I start watching your channel, I got addicted to watching football. DJ Gigs, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. All right, so that is Omar Hutchinson, yeah, on fine form, and I can tell you. He's a normal one after all, you know. Keep on doing the thing, my brother, and hopefully you do decide that you want to play for Jamaica. That's why I've always said, kids, do the right thing. If you're not in the best headspace, go and get the right headspace and do the right thing, because the right thing will always show you the right way. Because once you're educated, you can repeat the process. That's all I've always said, and these kids are showing me. All right, so Omar Hutchinson, good one. That we move on to a lower level, but you have to play for your position. So Petersborough played Blackpool. Blackpool, you had Kevin, Dr. Glass at that club. They played Blackpool, and this was in the EFL Trophy. Let me tell you exactly which phase they are, because the last time they were very much high up in this one. The last time we had him scoring again, so he came on, and this one ended 3-0. So Burrows came on and scored 2, but it was Mothersille led the overall line until they subbed him out. He was a problem to them right throughout. A goal, 75 minutes played, a goal, 1 shot on target, one of his shots blocked. He tried 3 dribbles, because that's the type of player he is. You know, I think he's the next one that criminally underrated to the Jamaican public. I think he's one that we should get, that the youth named Mothersille, because obviously he's not close to the English team and he won't tell you anything. But I can tell you, if Mothersille comes here, he's the best wing forward slash striker we have to select under 21 as well. I honestly believe so. I think he's criminally underrated as well. All right. Remember, he went to Everton and Everton liked him, but I don't know what happened. Why they never can't select him. Obviously, he's not getting all the first team minutes, but you have competitions of places. Nobody waiting. Um, Nobody waiting for people to get spots. You have to be fighting for spots. At the same club, you have him fighting the other Jamaican, Johnson Clark Harris, for a spot. So you see the level of players. Johnson Clark Harris keep on scoring over 15 goals every single season for a billion seasons now. So for him to just drop down there and be rivaling with those people and putting himself in the act, I can tell you, Mothersille, surprising, Mothersille is down at the League One, but he's having a tougher challenge than Omari um, for position, because the strikers that they have, because Johnson Clark Harris is not a full striker, he's a good striker, and people respect him highly, and that's who the kid is going up against. All right, and he's getting game time. So that shows you the level and the natural ability he has to score goals. So go and check him out. He dominated the U18s and he did well in the U21s for Chelsea. So he zeroed all of those games. So that tells you where these kids are coming from. All right, and they're definitely showcasing some skills. So the question we have to ask now: are we targeting the wrong people? That's a question. That's a big question everybody should be asking. Are we actually scouting the right people, like the right players? Because clearly these players are proving that they are very good and they're out there and available. So are we truly investing in the right set of players? That's a question we have to truly ask. And I know I won't get an answer to that question, but I will leave it. But are we truly investing in the right players? That's the true question we have to ask. Are we truly investing in the right players? Yes, because it looks like we don't have so much problems, if we choose the right players then, because they are there and available. 25 touches, 9 of 13, and his passes, which is 69%. Two key pass in the game, one big chance created, ground duels, 3 of 6, aerial duels, 1 of 5, and he lost position 8 times and was fouled once, offside twice, right there. So that was his full statistics right there. JD, do you know Ishi? He's also eligible for Jamaica as well. Maybe I will get around to him, but because a lot of players, it's a lot of players. But because I know this kid had said that he wanted to come and play for Jamaica. You understand me? And the time that he said it, he must have had his papers by now. Well, I'm gonna try and figure it out myself. The last time Mr. Devon said that he's way down the pecking order. I think if these guys keep on doing these things, we can't keep on saying they are way down the pecking order. I think we have to just start seeing reality and stop selling fantasy and cocoa juice to people. You understand me? Yes, because I can't understand. First, it was Kadama theory. He needs to go to U21s when he's actually playing bigger leagues than 95% of our strikers. Not because he's 18, he should go to U21s. And then when our 18-year-olds that are born in Jamaica, they should play with God and Jesus. We make up all sorts of stories. Are we truly evaluating football at the right levels? Because to me, it doesn't look like that, people. It doesn't look like that. All right? I have to be honest to you. It don't look like that. It don't look like we are trying our best to pick the best players. It looked like we want to sell a narrative. That's what I think. And I'm gonna call you out on it, people. All right, big up, Damian McGregor. How are you doing? Yeah, man. People, smash a like, want to share, and subscribe. Um, Chevy said, JD, only players of Jamaica heritage from England are the best since sliced bread. No, I've never said that, Chevis, but we just watch some games and I'm excited. Obviously, I know that you are not watching the game. So I was just happy that Jamaica has a few more players that we can talk about and respect, and showcase that maybe the pool is as strong. And then we can put more pressure on the people and to get the right players then. That's all I'm saying, Chevis. So, Travis, you remember me speak, and you had said that it doesn't matter who are the best players, I should just talk about them. So, why are you badding me up now, Travis? It doesn't seem like you truly meant it. You maybe just said it to you want me in it to stop war. All right, Travis. All right, Travis. Yeah, you have to get it. All right. So people, you need to follow me on the socials so I can share the videos them right there. So as soon as they do come out, you can get it. All right. You see, Travis, I'm showing up my muscles today because you have some boy coming on my chat every day. I try beef up with me and they think I'm small. You get me? So I have to broke one of them ribs, with two big heavyweight thump. Yes. Guys, I have the link, I can share it that people can come on, and talk to me, but I can't. All right, how can I share it? They said I can share it here. I don't know how to share this damn thing. You understand me? I want to get to my chat. I want to like type something or respond to one of you guys, but I don't know how to do it. You know? All right. Pin message. I want to put a message there. All right. So they said press the message. Live chat, yes. All right. So, but I can't type it because I could have just pasted it, and then people that's in the chat that wants to come and have a dialogue could have came on and we can chop it up. You understand me? Because it's the first I'm doing this. I'm still learning. But I wanted people to engage and give me what they think. Like man, like Chevis can come in and we can talk. No player from the diaspora who never kick a ball for Jamaica is not a Jamaican player. Uh, all right, Travis, you're just fighting. All right, so anyways, now one of the players then from the diaspora that kicked a ball for Jamaica already. So Travis can't say he's not Jamaican. Let me talk about that one. All right. Yes. So one of the players that kicked the ball for Jamaica already is it was Mr. Oxford man. Um, Greg Lee. We talked about Greg Lee playing several different positions, and this is where we said that because we have left back options, we have Lembekisa can play left back option, we have Latibody can play left back option, and he can be a backup to Amari Bell. Greg Lee would not feel so of a miss if they want to deploy Greg Lee as a left midfielder, or if you want to use a three at the back and use Greg Lee as a wing back, it would not be a problem. I do believe that the ability of our wing backs give us more luxurious room to grow in. All right, that's what I do believe right there. So he played in an advanced role in a 4-2-3-1 system. He played here several times this year before he got injured. No, not this year. No, it was last year. It was last year because it was before he came on the November international break. So he played that, and he was in good form, scored a few goals, and created a lot of chances. So he played the entire 90 minutes. In that 90 minutes, he had 49 touches, 29 of 30 passes, 83 eye of the pitch. So that is very good. Key pass one. He tried 4 crosses, none of them came off. And the long balls, he tried 1, none came off. So 5 of his distribution included the passes and long balls never came off there. All right, 2 shots off target, he bombs forward. Ground was 1, he lost that one, and he won all of his aerials, 3 of 3. Last position 15 times, clearance 1 on the day, and that's about it for our big boss, Greg Lee. All right, and Mr. J said, I have no doubt that Hutchinson is massively talented, but I am still on the fence if he will represent Jamaica. I understand about that, but I'm just saying, people said he's the normal one, he's average. But this guy if you put on the scale of all the Jamaican players that have existed at this point, I can't flat out say none of them are better than the player. And I scout players, and I have kept talking about this kid, and he keeps on embarrassing all of these average thinkers that can come on my channel telling me about he's an average player and all sorts of foolishness. In the term of Jamaica squad, I'm talking. In the term of Jamaica squad, he's not average. Because I think you can put him up against Leon Bailey, you can put him up against Bobby Reed, and you can put him up against Damari Gray, and those are the 3 main players. And I can tell you, I know for a fact that they can put him up against them. Yes, I have watched them religiously. I am not watching to sell narrative. I am watching, and I'm telling you how improved the guy is getting, and the guy keep on showing us. All right, yes. So he is the best wing player, attacking midfielder you have behind those 3 guys. He's not ahead of them, but he's the best you have after them, immediate after them. No Cephas, nobody else. Him. Simple as that. Him. All right, and I'm not going to say it again. So he's going to score 4,000 more goals and 3,000 more assists, and then we're going to still try to change the narrative. We're going to sell the narrative. But the youth is proving that he bets on himself. He chose education and go the right place and keep on proving us that what I'm saying about football is the right thing. Seek education every single time. Lanzi said, with all due respect, I heard Mothersille at age 17. I'm going to check on it. I'm going to definitely check on it. All right. Hutchinson, for the US game, I would love for him to come here. I think they just need to just get the man here and, get him here. Just continue, call him, ask him to come here. Come here. The next 2 years, Hutchinson going to be a monster. I think at this point, all for Chelsea, go on Twitter, guys. Go on Twitter. Half of Chelsea I say they want this guy back at Chelsea now. And Arsenal fans them I say what they don't know why they sold him. All right? Yes. So half of Chelsea on Twitter, half of the fans them say they need him back now because him should be starting over Jackson. and put Cole Palmer at the forward line. All right. Yes. So imagine that the man go to the championship, and Jarastafari. It's Chelsea fans them asking for him to come back now. Jarastafari. You hear that? Yes. Go on Twitter now. More than 40 million people saying that he needs to come back to Chelsea. Why are they loaning out the better players then? You hear that? Jarastafari? All right, thank you very much. Shakil, how you doing, man? Massive, massive respect. Know yourself said he's the best young Jamaican cam and winger JD 1 zillion%. Yeah, man. Not man Ghana Beach. Oh yeah. Nice shirt, you know. Nice shirt, you know. Yeah. Yeah, man. So big up people. But we have 117 people here. Guys, we have to figure our way out how to hit the like button. That is what we need to figure that way out. They said not click the lock. They said you have three dots here. Three dots here. When you click the three dots, um, that's how you get it here. You have to click the three dots, and then you could get it here. All right. All right. So what I'm going to do, I don't know. This they make this difficult because what they should have done is to figure a way out how to get me to comment. Like if one of you guys are commenting, I can respond. YouTube have not fixed that as yet. Let me click this button to see highlight save. All right, highlight save. I don't know what that means. I'm still trying to figure out everything. All right, it's kind of new to me. Sometimes I'm getting a little bit old. Don't know what upon. All right. So what upon now? I can share it. What I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to share it in the Discord. I'm going to share the link in the Discord. So give me a second. Let me just share it in the Discord. And for Lansley, you can click on it and come on. All right. So at the same time, people just hit the like button. I'm going to share it in the Discord. So I'm going to click the join button for people to for add the guests. And I'm going to share it in the Discord. All right. So this is the link. I'm going to share it in the Discord. Wednesday, all you could do just go in the Discord, and I think when you click it, it should come up. All right, yes. So you can come in. Yes, but make sure you have your camera on because what it will do, it will help the visual of the quality. You get me? Yes, of the quality. Yes. So you had those guys played, and I'm impressed. I'm impressed, and I'm just saying that it shows me that we have a lot of hope. A lot of hope out there. We just need to keep on watching the football and picking the right players. Marcos says, I'm starting to believe that that coach Algrimson must be showing Amari is saving his spot by not calling Cephas. Why would they say that? Why would they say that? Hutchinson have a Brazilian blood. All right. Float management, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. All right. So guys, I can't share it in the chat, So maybe what somebody can do now, one of the moderators them can just copy it back from in the Discord and share the chat for me. You understand me? Because I don't think my other phone is a moderator, and my other phone, I don't know I don't even know which YouTube channel on it. I don't know nothing about that one. This is what Hutchinson wants. Yes, I do believe so. I do believe so. He bets on himself, and he asked for game time, the right amount of game time, and they couldn't guarantee him, which I don't think he deserved the game time what he wanted. At the start, we have to be honest to ourselves, because they had a plan and they brought in quality players. Some of the quality players never really panned out the way how it should. Cole Palmer came in, and Cole Palmer is lighting up the league. So and Cole Palmer plays on the same side as him as well. So Raheem Sterling plays over that side as well. You understand me? So and Madueke plays over that side as well. So I think it's tough. You understand me? But he's just showing that he could fit in. He's showing that he could fit in. DJ, your fit remind countryman. What? Just a wild thought. A B. All right, JD, the man kicking power. power, no normal. Okay, okay. His shot power. His shot power is not normal. All right, all right. Let me see. All right, let me see how it works now. Let me see. All right, so I saw it right here. Let me share it back in the chat because some of these people, they are. Let me copy this one. All right, and then let me go on the video. Algrimson is not an attacking coach. That is true. But as what I've said, people, and I don't care who want vex when I'm talking because it looks like a lot of people once you talk, like you have to come and only talk in favor of them and for them benefits, you know. All right, so I've shared it here. It did not come up on the screen. So clearly I'm not a I'm not a I'm not a I'm not a moderator on my own channel, which is weird. All right, so what I'm going to do, I can fix it, people. I can fix it. I can fix it. I can fix it. I can fix it. I'm going to go on my own channel here on my computer, and then I can share it in the chat. All right, so Travis, what say you? Because it looks like everything when me said, you carry feelings for what I'm saying and go all over the place and call up my name for reasons I don't know. Yes, because once when I say something, people tell me because people see someone as hypocrites. All right? Yes, yes, straight up. People see someone as hypocrites and all over the place type of people. All right? Yes. So when you always a call up my name, big man. You always accost me for some reason, big man. All right? All right. So people, that's the link. I think to join the stream. All right? Yes. All right. So no, I'm seeing it. Everything is working well. Yeah. So just smash the like button as you come in, share and subscribe. And if you want to join it, join it. I will try and run this how much we are now? 30 minutes. We run it 1 hour. Where do you want Travis there? Stop come on YouTube and come criticize. Yeah. uh, all right. So let me. All right. So let me see what it says now. All right. They said go live together. Go live together is currently only available on mobile device. All right. So let me try on this device then to make sure it works. Because they said it only can work on mobile devices. So let me make sure it's working first, guys. Sorry about that. I'm just trying to make sure it actually works. Pastor, I understand that sometimes it becomes challenging. All right. So I'm just trying to make sure it works. Okay. All right. So it's not clicking from here. So what I'm going to have to do, I'm going to have to try it from inside the discard. All right. It works from inside the discard. All right. So you have to try the one from in the discard. The one inside here not going to work. All right. For some reason, it's not working. So I'm gonna unpin this one, people. Yes. So the one from in the discard, once you press it, it comes straight up. All right, it comes straight up. So just click it inside the discard and it works. All right. Do you know Jesus? All right. Who is this? Oh my God! We just I just saw someone try to come on, and it's Alex. JD Dante Gilbert balling out at PSV. Yes, 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 yes. Trinidad is having some good players coming through in a Princehood. So yeah, and that is why I have these conversations, Travis, every single day because see, Trinidad has players doing their things as well in quality leagues. All right, so guys, I just saw Alex try to come on. So Alex, you can click it and come back on. It's something I'm testing out to see if it works. Yes. Um, Travis, can you kindly stop? Can you kindly stop, Travis, about who is not supporting local guys, Travis? Over this channel, a lot of people support local guys, maybe more than the other channels them where you depend. I'm not asking you. Because every single time, Travis, we talk about local guys, them, and we take out money out of our pocket and pay for the local guys, them. So, Travis, stop it. All right? You go over there and sell a narrative every single time. Not try make that image there, it not stick. It can't stick. Because anytime reality come, and me take up my money to my pocket and spend, and the people them take out off this channel, helping people in football in Jamaica begin on this channel. So stop the narrative, Travis. Stop the foolishness. People try to ride off the back of us, but that's what it is. Yeah. Mr. Jason Buna, what you want to add to the show, sir? Pastor. One second before. Pastor, just click the link. It works. Jason is on the channel. You're too old. Yes, come on, Alex, come and give your tea. Come on and give your tea, no problem. Go ahead, Jason. Let me
Big up JD, big up everybody in the chat. Yeah, just glad to see some of the potential Reggae Boys getting on the score sheet today. Very happy to see that. Mothersille in the EFL trophy. Actually, that was a semi-final, so that is good. They're in the final, so you can win a trophy, which is nice. And then Omari again coming up trumps late. He's becoming an Ipswich local legend over there. So that is good. What up?
No, but
Travis
you're
is
talking
giving you
about
blood
just Travis.
pressure.
I get from my nerve. Travis, I get from my nerve. But continue.
Travis, pick up yourself all the time, man. You're probably the most vocal person in the entire space. But boy, you know, when you came on the stream that one day, Travis, I think you need to just don't comment anymore. Just come on the streams, because when you're on the camera, you were talking some very balanced, measured points, and then you get back in the chat and it's cussing. So maybe we find the cure for Travis. Just put him on the screen. But yeah, just very happy to see, and actually. I'm looking forward later to see how the couple of the Reggae Boys will fare in the Champions League with Philly and Saprissa. They're playing Javan East, which people have been asking why Javan East can't get a call back in, because we have issues up front. So I'm really looking forward to seeing that matchup tonight with Damian Lowe going up against and Blake.
Okay.
And yeah, just want to see what kind of. Yeah, because it's gonna be late for you. You'd have to definitely get some rest. But
yeah, no, because my plan out my week, because remember, I can't reach every single night. Girl football come on, U20s are come on, and African football are come on as well. The girl football in Africa. Remember, I only for region I cover, so so I plan out my days them. I now got bleach on the internet for 24 hours. Me not dep on it. Nah work, yeah, man. Go ahead. So
when you
what you make of these players now? Because the last time you told me that Mothersille, you want to see him break into the Petersburg team, but him break into the the bench, and then him start get minutes in every game since you talk about that, and then him playing in normal leagues them. So how you would evaluate him?
Well, I think Mothersille is on the right track. I think if you evaluate where he's been getting his starts, it's been in this EFL trophy competition, which is a little. I mean, there's nothing against that, but it seems like in the league he's still kind of a rotational squad player. But as you say, every game he's getting on the pitch now, which is what we can really ask for. I still feel like there's some other, maybe a little more experienced players that are in the running before him, but I don't think he's as far off as people would think. I do see his trajectory only going up from this point, and as he gains confidence in this competition and produces in this competition, the coach will be forced to give him more game time in the league. So my hope for him going into the end of this season is, can he break into that starting 11 of the league? Even if it's just the odd game, but I just would love to see him get more time in the league itself, and I think that is due to come because his performance in the EFL trophy is very, very consistent. So the coach is gaining his trust.
But for me, what I would say, the striker started, he's scoring. Johnson Clark Harris is a historically good finisher. When you talk about born goal scorer, he's one of maybe the born goal scorers in pretty much English football. So if you're going up against those two guys, I would say I understand where you're coming from, but I wouldn't judge him if he can't get so much starts above them. Worst off, he just came at the club. Because I have to put those things in here. Because you see Travis and them, man, they're not listening. Because him see others local versus diaspora, which are not that. My program called Reggae Boyz Abroad, Travis, and just people who play football. All right, I promise you, I'm going to talk about local guys as well, Travis, and I plan to talk about Cincinnati and Cavaliers a little bit more. Maybe I will have Mr. Speed coming on soon. You never may know. All right, so just relax, Travis. People, make sure to subscribe to the channel. All of new persons, thanks very much for passing through. Yes. So for that sake, how much more games, like how much more, not involvement, but how much starts from this point you would be happy with, to say that he has made some level of progress.
Well, they
Progression.
have. I believe they have about 10 to 12 or 13 league games left. If he can start about 5 of those, I would say I would be happy with that. Because I think if you look at Clark Harris this season, I don't know if it's a contract issue or injury issues or what it is, but he hasn't really been playing. So I think that is one less person you have to really worry about. It's just I think his name is Epson Clark or Mason Clark, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
He's been starting up front, and he actually played today, but the coach gave Mothersille the striking
The
role, which was
striker role,
very,
yes.
yeah,
And
which I was,
they actually link up, they were
yeah,
roaming
well,
and stuff.
that he dropped off the ball for the Mothersille finish.
Mm-hmm.
So they look like they could work together, which I think the coach is trying to figure out. Can they kind of coexist, because they kind of play very similar. But I think that they can, and I think the coach saw that in some of these EFL trophy games. So yeah, I would be happy with 5 to 6 starts. And even if he doesn't get all of those starts, the continuous minutes is really what is the main thing. Um, but again, I think this Nations League might be a bit too soon, but definitely once it comes down to the summertime, after he's been playing towards the end of the season, I think he definitely can have a shout to get a spot.
Okay, all right. So yes, hey guys, thanks for joining. Oh, massive respect for that. Know yourself. Yeah, man. Thanks, Travis. Thanks everyone for being here. Please, I'm begging you guys, please get the likes up on the video, share the video around, and subscribe to the channel. Get us up to 10,000. Yes. So I do agree on that side. Pastor, I'm very sorry that I can't get it in. I'm trying. I don't know what. I thought that
But
someone said I should do something. I should do something in order to get more people on the stream. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to press it myself to see if Alex is telling me foolishness. So let me go 1 second, Jason. Let me check this. Because
or
once it can
is it
let me
that
in, that means it can work with everybody. And others
multiple?
can just
Yeah.
click it. All right. It says visit. Let me see if it says full. No, it says others can join. It says others can join. And
Yeah,
let me.
Pastor, just go in the Discord. I mean, I know you know to get there because you usually talk in there,
Okay,
and
they
just
said
click the
the
link.
host added the maximum number of guests. Okay, okay.
Oh,
So
one
okay,
at a
so
time, them say.
that's what. All right, so all right, so I don't know. That means all right. Tell you what, it's gonna stay as one for now, Pastor, until I can figure it out. So for the next stream, I will figure it out. Don't worry yourself. Yeah. So guys, keep checking out Mothersille, because we have been talking about them for a while now, so that is good, and we love the fact that I've been talking about these players and they just come straight into like I started from asking people if this was the right decision to not sign back for Chelsea and go out, and it just worked well because I catch the conversation from that point, and people said that he shouldn't have signed, went other places and stuff. So what say you? Him going so low down the level for a player that was rated so highly, you think it's a good move, being that he's younger?
I think I think with him, he probably just excuse me, he probably just evaluated it and said, "Look, I have conquered the PL2 level," because basically he was like always one of the top players in that league. So his line of thinking was probably, if I go to another Prem team, maybe with my age and my profile and what I've done so far, they'll stick me right in that same league. And he's thinking to himself, if I go down a league or two, maybe I'll be able to play with the first team more frequently, and I can test myself even more. Because to some, they will say that the what you learn in those League One and Championship level might even better equip you than even the PL2, just based on the physicality, right? So
Okay.
so maybe he's looking at it like he's gotten that I guess you'd say development in the PL2 league, and now he wanted to move on and get a different challenge, and he thought he would maximize his time on the pitch at a lower division. So I think at the time it was probably a good move for him.
Okay, and now, based on how it's turning out, you think it might just be even a better move than how it
Yeah,
first started, because this
yeah,
can just propel him back in. Because remember, before I go anywhere, I wanted to make Everton said that they were interested in him, but I'm trying to get the information to know what went wrong, why he never signed with them, because they said they liked the player. So this can only increase back himself, because Everton can't spend a certain amount of money, and they want as much young gem as possible to save money. So I could see this guy, if he continues on this form, moving back up to the Premier League faster than most people thinks. Based off that, though,
yeah,
based off me just doing some research still.
yeah, yeah. Because at the end of the day, a young English striker is like gold to these clubs in the Premier League. So, and with him being at the level where he is now, it's to get a prem developed level player at his age to come back up now, and you can take a chance on him. If it works out, then you can sell him for 40-50 million down the road and get him for cheap. So it's a good investment to make, especially knowing that English strikers are not a dime a dozen, honestly, or those that are classed as Englishmen. Now, of course, by that time we're hoping that he's a Jamaican and it won't count, but in the time being, that's probably how they would look at it. And Chris Smith, I don't know why he keeps saying that I wanted Whisper in the team and I don't want Mothersille in the team. I don't know why he keeps saying that about me. I'm not sure where that's coming from.
Uh, no, oh, well, we discussed. I think he said just ago now. I watched Hutchinson Mothersille ranking. Okay, I know which game he's talking about. Yes, but that was a game of a lot of young kids. But we talked about that game, and to be honest, at that point, Leon Bailey was not playing good for Aston Villa. They wanted to sell him, so that was just a bad patch for Leon Bailey, maybe, and maybe it proves that Hutchinson them was just really good, because they are doing good just the same, and Leon Bailey doing good as well. So I wouldn't really jump into that, because for me, remember, at the end of the day, in order for people to receive things, we have to come at some what you would say, some you have to come to some understanding. And I've realized that if I come out harsh and just try to war one side, it's not going to be received. So I will just use this as a night to give these guys their flowers, and to say that they should continue. And if they continued, I want to hear, because Mother still say he wants to play for Jamaica. He said that out of
Mm-hmm.
his mouth. So I
Mm-hmm.
want this to continue, so I can see if it's people barring people from coming here. Because I have a feeling, because I'm not gonna tell you, say it's a fact, but I have a feeling that some of these statements that have been made is not as accurate as to what it's not as accurate. So I just want them to continue performing, especially Mothersille, so I can see if they are not selecting people, because this man, him not have no England in him thoughts. This is what he said he wanted. So that's why I would love for him to continue scoring. You get me?
What?
Um,
Yeah, mixed boss.
let me, Travis, I will try and sort that out, Travis, because I wanted to get these things out in at least at the first part of the video. We can war, this is not the next part of the video. We can war over there. When you reach an hour, I think the retention drops, when people rewatching it, let me war there. We have nice people coming in, Travis. So please behave decent. When you're over your next channel, you behave decent, Travis. I will call out other people. Let other people behave bad, and then I can call them out, Travis. Just please, I'm begging you. All right. So, anyways, now let's move on to Mr. The Normal One, because that's his new name. I know it's going to irk a lot of people. The Normal One. So, the Normal One now, he said he has a goal tally of 20 that he wants to achieve. At that time, what he was at, what, 4 or something like that?
He was on like 5 or 6. Yeah,
Okay. And then over the last 4 games, he had the 4 added to it. So
he has
maybe he's closer to
four goal
9.
contribution in 4. Yeah, so
Yeah.
no, he's at 10 total.
10.
Five and
Oh,
five.
oh God. So 10. So
Yeah,
it looked like him really want to reach the 20 then. So
yeah. If he continues this pace, it's possible.
what level you have this player on? Because they said me overhype this baller. Because them don't want me get it right in your life. And I keep on scouting people and I find the right pieces then. But what were you? Because You watch our body for football. I don't know what you
Yeah,
want to do.
I think
Give me a take.
I think
Give me a take.
yeah. So based on what I see, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think he's a player with a very, very, very high ceiling. Like he has the potential to be like, the best player on a top team in the world, right? I think for him, what I see his main thing holding him back right now is I still feel like he plays in like really, really in like bursts. So like a 20 to 25 minute
Mm-hmm.
spell of a match, he'll be unplayable, right? And I just don't think he has the strength physically to replicate it over 90 minutes. That's the only thing I see with Omari right now holding him back. And I think that's a part of the reason why even in this you know rich run of form,
Mm-hmm.
he's still kind of getting, if he starts, he still get pull off. He come off the bench, even though he's impacting the game at the end, him don't start the next match
Mm-hmm.
again. So I think that's really the only thing left for him is physical work, because the mental side of the game he has. He understands space, he understands positioning, he understands how to create space for his teammates. Even though he's not the most physical player, he understands zones and protecting zones. So he's not a liability defensively. So yes, I give him a lot of check marks, but I think that the last progression for him is all physical. Just being able to replicate that level for 90 minutes over and over.
All right, fair enough, fair enough. So, but he's still young. So you're saying that
Yeah.
just a part of his maturity, and
Mm-hmm.
hopefully the same style and form keeps up with his maturity as well. So as he gets stronger, he can replicate the same things. All right, fair enough, fair enough. Yeah, because for me, I believe that he is as good as every one of our players. Then, because people, I don't know why we have a tendency. I can't talk about somebody, and it's like I'm not putting them down because if I say this kid is this talented, it's like I have to be putting down Bobby Reed or Leon Bailey's quality. All I'm just saying, I just see the potential in these players that we have. Because remember, the first thing I've said here, I think Jamaica team can actually be better than the highest heights it can reach now. With this current crop of player, with the young players them coming through, it actually can be better than the Mikel Antonio, Leon Bailey, and Bobby Reed or Damar Gray. That's what I believe. So, in order for me to believe so, I have to believe that the ceiling of these players are higher. So how can they
Mm-hmm.
agree with me on one part but get upset when I actually say it? Like when me I say it, say Jamaica in the future gonna be better. Everybody say yeah. But as soon as me say them man a ceiling higher than the other man, everybody start cuss. Oh, that makes sense now to. Because me don't know if Jesus I got add on the list to make up the numbers.
I think I think there's just still some people that like, they still care too much about where the players born. I mean, they can't have the same amount of joy for Hutchinson that they would have for a player born in Jamaica. It's
Okay.
sad, but I think it's the truth, and I don't think people want to admit it. Um, and then if you are, talking about every single player, the minute that you don't talk about certain set of players, say you don't love them and you don't like them.
Uh,
So it's just it makes it very hard to be an analyst in the space. And you have told me this many times. Like, it's like that they want you to not really analyze and just kind of just say what might sound better. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes, the truth not going to feel so good. But if we're gonna be genuine about these things, not everybody gonna look in the best light at all times. And that's just how it is. But I would hope that if people can realize that the ceilings are higher and the potential of the players are great, they can, enjoy the journey as much as, we are trying to, and not be so upset when we bring up, things that they're doing. Because the fact of the matter is, it don't matter where the players are from they're doing something, we are going to talk about them. So, you know, but we can't force things that aren't happening either. So, we can't make up things that haven't happened. We can only talk about what happened, right? So
yeah. Travis says
not
Hutchinson
everyone
alone
really
from
have
the
to.
names mentioned can make the national team. Um, I think Adamantieri can make national team as well. Not as a starter, but as one of the persons in the bracket. Because remember, all right, so this is a good conversation to have because the last time you're in the chat. saying all sorts of madness. And I look war. So, anyways, let me bring it back up now. Devante Cole. Devante Cole. How highly you rate him and how far he's ahead of Kadamatier for you? Like, for instance, if you have picked both of them, if you have a choice between both of them, or you would have and you have to set yourself in a 3 year, like thinking of a 3 year cycle. How would you work that out?
Boy, it's tough.
No,
One
you have
one
to
is
do it. You know
banging
why
in
you have to
goals
do
at
it?
a league.
Because a so World Cup plan. I say you plan World Cup. You're not gonna pick
Yeah,
Kadamatier in the
yeah,
4th year of the World Cup.
yeah. So I mean, look, if we're looking at what we have so far, we have one striker that is like on the edge of aging out, right?
Mm-hmm.
In Antonio, that is pretty
Me
much
not this
there.
my boss
We
there,
have
but
Shamar.
me gotta accept the
No, I
honesty,
mean,
but not
look,
this my
we
boss
just
there.
have to be honest. He's
Yeah.
33, and look, I think Antonio keeps himself in great shape, but sometimes time can beat you, right? And then we have Shamar Nicholson. He's what, 27,
Yeah,
26
Shamanic are going
ish.
there. Yeah.
Yeah, so he's good. He'll be around, right? So that's the two strikers that pretty much are there. And then after that, now we have kind of been rotating who we've used. We've used Trevante Stewart. We've used Romario Williams. Who else has gotten a chance in that role? Jamal Lowe. Um,
Yeah, you said
I think that's
Romario
about
Williams, so Romario Williams. Yeah. That's about pretty much
yeah,
it. Yeah, that's
yeah,
about it.
right. So when you look at that crop after Antonio and Nicholson, I think most would say that it's pretty open, right? So I would say you have a slot for really and truly both of them. But if I had to choose right now, I would go with Kadamateri because of the potential and the upside.
From day one?
Are we talking like Nations League? Are we talking like, because
No,
remember,
like
you
yeah,
said
because
3 year plan
because I
is
thought you.
kind of,
Okay,
so
no,
it
because
makes, that's why I say, that's why I
me
say,
think you said him score more goals at this point, so you maybe would have take him in. But Kadamatier still have the physicality where he might link up players in the championship for score goals, and he must score goals
yeah, and
himself
if
in the championship. So
and I was
okay,
gonna
so
say
me
the
want to
way the
explain a little
coach
bit.
plays as
Yeah.
well, and just the way the coach plays as well, it seems like those link up kind of strikers have
Mm-hmm.
more effectiveness on the pitch. And I know that is really Kadamartir is like top skill. So,
Yeah.
even though he may not be like banging in the goals as of yet, he helps that team so much in the way he plays. He pushed them up the field, back the other team back. So I think that's really what the coach is looking for in his striker more than anything. If you look at the ones that he's picking. So stylistically, I think Kadamartir fits a little more, but it's very tough to not look at the goals and the amount of goals and the form, because this guy has pretty much been in form from August right till now. So it's tough. It's tough.
Oh, wow. All right, so Travis, you got your answer there. Jason said he would have picked Kadamateri at this point over Cole, based on the fact that he offers something. And you have to look at, because remember, that's how you have to evaluate football here. Because I'm kind of confused because I don't think people actually realize what system the coach keep on playing in. Because a lot of people think that Liam Bailey plays out wide majority of the time. And like a few games, Liam Bailey actually play out wide. The majority of the games that Liam Bailey plays a central forward. So
Mm-hmm.
why are we? Me kind of no. Look, the game, Liam Bailey was playing more centrally because Whisper
Yes.
was out wide. When he
Yes.
exchanged off Whisper now, I
He
saw
left.
him floating outside for a little bit of time and then come back inside again.
When the second half started, he was out there, and then there were some tweaks that happened where he went back to the role he was playing in the first half. In the second half, I think because Romario Williams, I believe, came off. Or no, that wasn't that. That was the other game. In the Haiti game, how did it go again?
Let me give
A
you the
substitution happened in midfield, and when that happened, it kind of got rigid again. But I think
yes, yes.
confused some people sometimes is that because he plays that central forward or second striker role, and
Mm-hmm.
predominantly floats to the right, because he receives the ball out there, people say he's playing wing, but he doesn't have the responsibility of the actual right side player to come back
No,
and
no,
track.
agreed,
So that's
agreed,
how I
agreed.
know he's not that position. He's just in attack. He tends to go that side and receive the ball out there, which confuse some
Yes.
people.
Cause this is how it went. This is how it went. He went outside for Nicholson came on. So Nicholson would play
Right.
behind the striker. So he
Mm-hmm.
becomes that one to make up the numbers. And then Leon Bailey go out wide. And then Leon Bailey, and then you had Anderson came in. Anderson
Mm-hmm.
came in, and then Anderson came in for Latibodir, and Gray came out for Phillips, and that's when he actually goes back in again.
Phillips was
So
playing
you're
like the
correct.
right
You're
hand
correct.
side. Yeah, yeah.
Yes, so
I know
you're
it was
correct.
like
You're
a
correct.
rejig after some subs and thing.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah, yeah, yeah.
what I'm realizing there, maybe the coach realized that maybe guys, block those little these little dodgy people coming in the chat. I have some people. I don't know why YouTube sending the people in the wrong direction. Um, anyway, so what I saw from the coach, like the coach realized a lot of things. Look, I think this coach, maybe we keep on saying that people using him and exploiting him and stuff. I think the first message that he made when he said when he comes in a country, he has to figure out people. So he has to give them the leeway to do their thing, make their decisions, and then him assess those decisions after. I do believe that that was a part of the decision assessment, the assessment, and to make decisions, because I think he figured out that some of the players that he thinks were good enough. He figured out that they are not good enough. Leon Bailey knows exactly where he plays in the system, because maybe we don't have the other guys at Aston Villa's quality. Not saying Jamaica team is bad, but he doesn't have those levels of players designed for that. Because you can tweak and make people for club teams. You can't necessarily make people for international teams. So that's what I think Leon Bailey's best position at this point might be out on the central forward side, and can deploy in spurts out there, out wide. I don't think he's a flat out right winger type player, because we don't use right wingers, we use right midfielders. And it becomes a little bit more difficult, and we're
Mm-hmm.
not getting the best out of Leon Bailey and deeper down the pitch to reach way up the pitch so he can become effective. You're sharing the same sentiments as to what I think.
I think I think this season he has made a bit of a step to be a little more equipped to play a right-sided role, because even at Aston Villa, even though he has those limitations, the coach still hasn't really put him back in that second centre forward
No.
role like almost all
Yeah,
season.
but remember, we just show
He's
you
put him
that
out
the
wide.
club has enough more, have way more pieces than Jamaica, so people can do extra role from the midfield. And remember, they're not using a two in midfield like a dinosaur type of
Yeah,
formation. They're using three. One man can
and
cover up
also,
an umbrella for him.
and I've noticed that the coach has figured out also that because Leon's on that side, Ezri Konsa is like the key
Mm-hmm.
behind him, because it's like another strong defender that has the pace to cover. And I think it's working out with him and Konsa on that side, and Leon has a little more freedom, because what they do is just tilt the midfield to Leon's side to kind of make up for him on that side, because Ramsey is a hard worker. He's up and back, up and back. McGinn, when he's out there, is everywhere. So they know that they have to kind of tilt the umbrella to that side, and they kind of cater to him. Now, does Jamaica have the capability to tilt the umbrella to any
So
side?
you have to
I
look
don't
at a
think we do.
fullback,
So we have to
a
kind of,
defensive fullback,
yes,
and also an injury
yes.
midfielder. So you'd have to use Al Anderson. Is he good enough to do that at a
Hmm.
big level against United States?
That's the question.
I don't know, but
That's the question,
like the way you
and
set
that's
up.
why,
Yeah.
people was beating me. But I went with Latibodir and Lambert, because
Yeah.
I thought
Yeah.
in the Gold Cup USA match, I thought that the midfield actually was working decent for about 65, 70 minutes of that game. We didn't really keep the ball as well as I would have liked. We were creating opportunities, and they had a few as well, so it was back and forth. But I thought, if you look back at that game and watch that game, I know it wasn't the number one USA team, but the USA Gold Cup team stylistically played like USA. The
Mm-hmm.
players aren't the same, but they play the same system. They press you. They try to move the ball upfield at a decent pace. And so I think that USA team, if we can have the solidity in midfield and able to, close the gaps better than we do at times, I feel like there will be joy for us when we turn them over. Because I feel like the USA coming into this game think that, obviously they will be the favorites, and they're going to push
Okay.
for the early goal and the advantage. So I think our advantage is going to lie in turning them over and breaking on the counters. So hopefully we can execute that. But I feel like that midfield give us the best chance because, Lambert is somebody that's good at closing the space and closing the zones. And Latibo there, while I don't think he has the foot speed to keep up sometimes, he is a smart player. So he's in decent positions most of the time. I just think he needs to do a bit better when he has the ball in our system. Because again, when I see him playing for Coventry in the midfield, he's not giving the ball away. He's spraying passes. So I have to think that he has the ability to do it. It's just not connecting in our midfield. And it might be the system that we employ.
Yeah, and also the pitches and stuff, and all of those stuff. So
And the
people,
pitches don't help.
so people, we have 150 now. So I just want to get to 100 likes on it, so I know that it's working. The algorithm is working, and please do subscribe to the channel. Very very much important. Think I'm around 40 away from 9,500. So if we can get 40 subscribers, that would be good. I think it's less than 40, around 38. So keep on subscribing to the channel, but keep on liking the video because that's what helps. Drop your comments as well in the comment section because I might just run this to 2 hours max. Yes, 2 hours max. I will run it to. Can't pass that because I don't sleep on YouTube and it's very late. It's already 1 o'clock, so 2 o'clock should be enough. I can maybe catch one 10 minutes of a game because I have a team that I want to see get battered in the ladies football, you see, man. But they said because I'm a Haitian, I'm a bad minding the Puerto Ricans, I mean that big gal. So,
Big
sorry,
keeper.
my manners, that big girl that's stuck on the field not doing nothing. All right, yes, I am not going to call her out anymore. I
Give me
want to
some
watch.
give me some
Hmm?
ideas for the midfield chat because everybody have beat Melati but their Lambert. Them say two L's that.
But you have to look at. All right, look, in football, you can have it's not just put up, like for instance he's going to use two in midfield because he
Yes.
always believed that his wing channels he should be getting his because he's a defensive minded coach first, so he would love for his back four does not rise past the half line. That's what I think his dream would be. So he wants his forward players them to have the ability to do the work. So his forward players are the right and left midfielders that can awfully defend and 90% good at attack.
Attack.
And then the
Yeah.
strikers and the central forward are extremely strong. So they can deal with aerial thing to get them out from the back to front fast enough so they can keep that threat forced in the centre backs them back so they can't get capped. They can't just get caved in. So that's and from he came, that's exactly what he does. Always use a strong forward to push back defenders and use the wingers them with the space and power. So after getting all four of those people, have we ever realized that we might can't add one more flair type human being in it because it's gonna be five and only one dege human being trying to
To stop
stop the
people.
gap in midfield
Y-
but protect
Yeah.
the back line as well. A
Yeah.
50 we'd get if we set up like that. How did that look?
Well.
It did look like when we played Mexico in Mexico when we have Ravel
Mhm.
Morrison and Daniel Johnson in the middle and the man them does at the goal post, God, Jesus, and everybody that have to save us. And never actually we save ourselves. So that are the games you may want because you're looking on only players on paper, not necessarily how it actually works. But it can't, this system just can't work the way how you want it. It has to work with somebody inside that has the energy like an Anderson, but he can tackle and he can get back in midfield to help out Latibody, or you use both him and Kevin Lambert in there that they're gonna just be trying to map up plays, and then Liam Bailey and those guys can feel more freer when they go forward. At centre back can push up in midfield, or full back when the umbrella switch can come over for a centre back, and they fill up the middle to put it as a 3-3,
You know
and then more attackers up front.
what I think could help JD. Hallgrimson pretty much has never done this, but like Aston Villa, for example, they kind of make sure on one of the sides of their wide midfielders, they'll have
Mm-hmm.
a more, like, I wouldn't say like a player that can attack, but his defensive work rate is top, right? But we always have like the front four is pretty much like all offensive. Like we don't really want Gray or Bailey to be doing so much defensive work on the wings or on the
Mm-hmm.
wide midfield areas, and it exposed the wing backs. And then typically when we're pressing now, one of the two midfielders in midfield try to press up on one of the DMs. So that leave, as you say, sometimes just 3 man back, and sometimes Latibody is also gone and leaving the midfield as well. So just leave back the two centre backs and the wing backs. So
Mm-hmm.
I
Yes.
wonder if with Gray out, would he give any thought to playing like a player like a Casey Palmer in Gray role that can actually make a three when we're defending, because
Mm-hmm.
that is like in his nature. You know what I'm saying? Like have a player that can still give you the attacking output, but him can kind of tuck in and make three. Because I think if you look at the Canada game in the second half, when he made Bobby Reed like a third midfielder in a
Mm-hmm.
sense, that was when it worked. Everybody credit to Damian Lowe, but I thought having Damian Lowe helped, but he also had two more people in midfield instead of one.
Yes, but
So
that is
so it
what you just
made
said.
it,
You
yeah,
just
it
said
made the balance
about
work.
people. People just look for hope. That's what I
Yeah.
believe. They just believe it,
Yeah.
like Travis now. Travis and those big guys. I realize that they just can't manage that me and you come here and so happy because they genuinely believe it, that it's because the guys are overseas. Why we're so happy when we come here and talk about players. That's what I'm thinking. I just that me think, and in our conversation, it's just a selfish thing from these guys to believe that. But I get what you're saying. When Mexico was three up, he tried the same thing as well, and Jamaica look
Yeah.
actually better. So two
Yeah.
times he tried it. So he's trying things and see what sticks. I don't know if he has the balls to say that. All right, are it. Let me not use the word balls. Sorry, sorry, people. Let me go with more of, if he has assessed it enough and have the confidence to say that, okay, this is time that I can go and try it, like from the start. That would be something I'm gonna guess him on. And maybe if he's having a press conference, I can ask him, like link the games in together and ask him about it, how confident he is, and those shapes that was working for him in second half of games to start at the first half of the games, and see how you would have answered that. Bad mind Jason, that was D'Lo. No, no, no. I think, and first thing, the thing that people said, Damian Lowe came on and played defensive midfielder. That was the furthest thing from the truth, because Damian Lowe came in and actually playing a roaming midfielder
And play
rather than a defensive
everywhere. And
midfielder.
play everywhere. If you see
So
where he won the ball, look where he won the ball for the
yes,
goal. I
yes,
mean, he was like
yes, yes,
literally on
yes.
top of their backs. So,
Yes, because remember, it's a slide tackle that could have deemed either card. Travis have me for this, Travis said, me the one the man get card. I just frighten and see when the man a fly in at the tackle when him already up on a card already. And I said, Jesus God. And then they go to review, and I'm saying, if he doesn't touch this, it's going to be a sending off. And then Travis have me up, and then gone and say, me, I wish your man get sent off. Travis, sometimes you're too emotional in the man. My goodness, man. Oh Lord. And I tell us you're too emotional, Travis. Just stop, man. Just stop war for no reason at all. We all want Jamaica win. So how you look at this now? Like you feel like we have a genuine chance to defeat United States? Like you feel that, like, based on how um based on all the games put together, you saw enough from the coach, or you can figure out things on the fly and maybe win quarters of games. You think that we
Yeah,
can put up something together and it works?
yeah. I think he maybe has figured out, like, maybe we can't sustain like the top level of like energy for 90 minutes. So he's trying to figure out like when in spots of the game to kind of turn it on. And I think if we can master that, and of course, obviously we're gonna depend on Blake. I mean, it seems like every time we play any of these big CONCACAF teams, he has to come up with some big saves for us to get a result. So I'm not gonna lie and say that won't happen again. If we're gonna win this game, Blake is gonna come up big, stop a few chances, I'm sure. And then when we have that spell, because we always have good spells in the last few games, it's just we don't
Mm-hmm.
convert the chances every time. So even like when you go back to the Gold Cup against USA, we had like a 20-25 minute spell where we could have scored 2, 3, 4 goals. But we didn't
Yes,
finish the
yes, yes,
penalty. We
yes.
didn't score the chance on the cutback. We just didn't score the goals. Same in Canada. Same in the first leg against Canada. We had like a 10-20 minute stretch in the first half where we couldn't.
Yeah.
We kept getting good opportunities and we never score. So I think it's gonna come down to finishing the chances, which is simplifying this, but honestly, it's gonna come down to finishing the chances because I think we will create at times, and it's gonna come down to you know limiting their clear chances. Right? Let's give ourselves a chance, and if we can cut down on mistakes and don't give away anything, then we have as good a chance to win as anybody. No, we are the underdogs, and that's clear. But I think what we would have right now, based on what happened the last window, is more belief. And sometimes with belief, that's the little bit, that little 10-15% you might need to get a result. So they, whatever, no matter what happens, when they go in at halftime, they might be down, they might be tied, but he can always just say, "Hey, we've been here before." So I think that experience of coming back on Canada will help us in this semi-final. So we'll see. We'll see. Hopefully we don't have to come back again. But at least I know that the guys will feel like they believe they can pull off something.
Okay. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. I was just looking at it and just asking the question because sometimes by is that the right period still? So I'm learning, I'm learning. I do believe that he has acquired enough of CONCACAF, enough of his players right throughout locally. Travis locally, he saw a lot of talents. I heard that he found the next talent. I heard him say it. I reported it on my channel, but he found the next talent now. So he's finding talents in Jamaica to add to the team. So Travis, you don't have to worry. You will never have players left behind. You'll always have some players. Yeah. So I do believe that he's more comfortable in his skin to make more better decisions. So that in itself, I think he can tweak more the lower lines that we talk about in the games. I think you're going to see less of that. A better style of football, a better formation, maybe not. But I think you might see a better line, like consistent patches, like 20 minutes of games. You can say Jamaica is the better team in those games. I don't think you have games that we had 20 full stretch that we are the better team consecutive. You have them taking back the advantage for 5 minutes, and we come back with the next 10, and then we just lose the rest of the game. For the 80 game, I would say that the 80 game, when they sit back in the stadium, we had a longer spell for maybe like 20-25 minutes that we were the better team and we are doing what we want. Grenada, maybe the first 15 minutes, then Grenada came back on us, and then we came back, and then Grenada just took over the entire damn game. And then in the final part of the game, we got a
We
goal
score some
and
more
stuff.
goals,
So,
yeah.
so if people honest to watch it, and that's what the seesaw type of games that we were having. But no, I think if he plays back Grenada and stuff, even with a weaker team, you could see making better results with even a weaker team. That's what I believe. Still, I'm gonna wait, and I can't wait to see those little tweaks and stuff. Yeah. So let me see. We're going to chop up that weekly. That will improve over and over, people. So don't worry yourself. That will improve the U20 now. It's the U20s. We should have the U20s up. Coming up. I wanted us to talk about the U20s and also the Champions Cup before we go. So the U20s now. What are your expectations for the U20s?
Well, for me, I think based on the squad I saw called, it's clear that maybe some of the talent that we could use, might be a little bit tied up with their professional obligations, because there's definitely some players out there that I thought we could use. But when we look at the group that we are in, we have Grenada, Martinique, and Bermuda. I think, with what I saw in Trinidad and the improvement from game one to game three, I think this team should have enough to get over the line. We will have to apply ourselves, though. I don't think it will be easy. But I think going in, I feel pretty confident that we can make it to the next phase or the final phase or the qualifiers. Um, there's a couple of players that I'll definitely be looking out for, but I don't really want to go into the individuals just yet. We'll just let the conversation flow. But I think going in, I think one thing I will say, I'm happy that this time at least most of the players got to play a couple games together, because there have
Mm-hmm.
been plenty of these competitions where, we don't really see them play any practice games or anything. So at least they had some time. But as usual, we're bringing in players that haven't played with any of the other players again. So I'll be interested to see how John Wall kind of, does he lean more on the players that went to Trinidad in the first game, just to, because I don't know when he planned to make it work, because how long would they have trained? When has the team
Let me
is the
give you
team
some
together
information.
right now?
Let me give
Yes,
some
please,
information. So most you
please.
realize some of those players that got picked after the Bernard and stuff. I heard that those players were training before he called those players from before anything else, before most of the other guys
Mm,
them got called. So they were within training. Some other people inside the chat, I know they know about these things. So people
okay,
can
so
attest
so
that
you're
some of these
talking
guys they
you're
started
talking
before.
you're talking prior to even like when the first under 20
Yeah,
thing was
man. Yeah,
called.
man. Yeah.
Okay,
Before
okay,
you
okay,
see
okay.
Bud
Got you, got you,
calling,
got
these guys are training. Surprisingly, I don't know if he's the new coach for. Let me not speak. But yes,
Well,
so I don't think
okay, so
his
the process
decision
for
will.
some the
Yes, his
process for
decision
some
will
won't
not
be
be
so
swayed.
hard because they have been training. But I
Yes.
was referring to maybe like the ones coming from other places that weren't in the squad before, because the good thing was McKay got to come and play in Trinidad, but none of the others coming from that side of the world were there before. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
just hoping that they have enough time beforehand to try to get the combinations and see. They just need to learn each other, because sometimes on the field, just knowing what someone is going to do will, make the reaction time less, which is what we seem to struggle with all the time. So hopefully they are together now and they have been training. I don't know the whereabouts of them. I haven't followed that up, but I'm just hoping that everybody that's called gets to St. Kitts, because that always seems to have something happen to. So there's a lot of things that I'm
Much about it.
hoping, but
We
yeah.
never really hear much about but maybe you will see one of the other people come out with it and stuff. And let me clear up this as well. You have a next thing before we get into the details of the players and stuff. What you guys asked me today about why the names weren't on it, I've checked with the people that made the post, and they have said that they were instructed. It has to pass through several locations before they can make a decision. So that decision was not made by them. So the name omission of names.
Well, go on, JD Freeze. Check people. Can you hear me? I'm not sure if me freeze or JD freeze, but something I go on. Let me know in the comments if you can hear me. Go on my yard, people. Left that place there, you know? I wonder if it's me freeze. Oh, they said JFF take with JD. Jano. Him soon forward back. But yeah, people, I want to feel and confident. I know you saw the squad yesterday. You know the opponents. You think we're gonna get through this group? Let me know in the comments. 1 to 10, how confident are you that we will top the group and get to the final round? Who them people are come here and ask about Fortnite, man? 7 out of 10, Omar Fowling. MPW. 7. Kevin Facey say yes. Omar say yes. Alright, where's Chris Smith? Where him set to me now? May I look for it, Umzo? I'm in a seat, you know. But I know Chris Smith beat me about Whisper, and I never really say nothing about Whisper for make the team. Me say